Young people need to be deeply involved from the outset through to delivery and evaluation. For example, this could include specifically building in programs to train and pay young people to contribute to Hub's research, design, advocacy, and fundraising endeavors. We also need to consider not only what services are provided through the Young Futures Hubs, but also where and how they're delivered, ensuring that they genuinely feel really accessible and welcoming to young people. It's important that areas thoughtfully balance the dual aims of these hubs, which are supporting youth mental health and also contributing to crime and violence prevention, which remains a key government priority. As one panelist in our webinar noted, framing hubs exclusively around crime prevention risks unintentionally stigmatizing or alienating young people before they even walk through the door. So co-designing the hubs with young people can help ensure that the right services are provided in the right way, so that hubs can be seen as empowering spaces rather than corrective ones. What works in one community won't work in another. For example, what works in a city probably won't work in a rural area, and even what works in one city area might not work in the one directly next door. People's needs might be vastly different. So local areas really need to start by mapping existing provision and then identifying gaps and using data from schools and community organizations to inform the services that the hubs will provide. We usually won't be starting from scratch. Areas already have some kind of support in place, and we can build on those rather than duplicating efforts. If hubs don't get this system integration right, they risk becoming a project, which then stops as soon as the funding ends. Hubs need to be embedded with continuous learning and adaptation. They're long-term solutions and not just short-term projects. And so measuring impact through outcome-based measures rather than just KPIs, such as attendance, can help areas understand if they're actually delivering impact for young people. Often we focus on how much is done as an indication of whether a service is working, but actually we also need to think of how well it's done and, most importantly, whether anyone is actually better off.